Hello, my name is Melanie. I'm an authorized exercise instructor with the Arthritis Foundation, and we are doing our arthritis exercise class today and bringing it to your home. So to get started, the best way to exercise is by sitting in the front part of your chair. So you'll want to go ahead and move to the top of your chair. Bring your feet underneath you, kind of a 90-degree bend in your knees. And we'll go ahead and bring those shoulders up to our ears and then down our back. We want to keep those shoulders down and back as we move through our exercise. Our core is a little engaged here and our shoulder blades are squeezed together. So let's drop those hands down by our sides, and we're going to bring them up, reaching up with a big deep breath in and pressing those palms out and down as we breathe out. Take a deep breath in, bring it up, and exhale down and out. Good. Another inhale and exhale down and out. Let's do 4 more of those. Remember, move at your own pace and just do what you can. We're all in this together. All right, and we'll do 2 more here. Deep breath in, reaching up, and exhale, pressing those palms out and down. Take another inhale, we'll bring it up, and exhale, out and down. A couple shoulder shrugs in between. If it feels good for you, try to go both directions. Good. And we're going to do the same arm raise, but we're going to add a little twist this time. So keeping those feet firmly planted, we'll bring those arms up, twist to your left, and then bring them back down to your center, and bring those arms up, twist to your right, and back down. Good. To your left, and back down to center, and to your right. Good. Try to keep those fingers spread out nice and wide, like you got marshmallows on them. You don't want your marshmallows to touch. To the right, and then back down. Let's do 1 more set each time. We got the left, back down, and then to your right. Good. We'll rest those arms, giving those nice little shoulder blades, stretches and squeezes. We'll bring those feet a little closer for our side bends. So we're going to take, starting with our right hand, we're going to take that right hand, lifting it straight up. We want our shoulder blades down, but our fingertips can lift nice and tall. And we're just going to take a gentle tilt over to that left side. Good. Feeling that side bend through your neck and just kind of reaching up and over for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll lift up to come all the way back to center and then bringing that right hand back down. Good. Let's take our left hand. We're going to reach it straight up. Remember, we want that shoulder blade to be down, fingertips are up, and we're going to reach on over to that right side. Good. Taking a deep breath in, still sitting up tall, and maybe going a little bit further over for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back down. Good. Take your right arm on top of your left. Let your elbows be about shoulder height here. And we're going to take a lean over to that left side. Make a big circle to get that full trunk rotation. Make sure you're going back behind your hips. Make that big circle, big trunk rotation. Good. Let's do 2 more in this direction. 1 more. Very nice. We'll sit up nice and tall. Switch out those hands. And this time lean to your right and make yourself a big circle going back and a big circle going forward. Good. Kind of get that huge, big circle that you can make here. And let's do 1 more rotation. Good. And then let those arms rest by your sides. Let's get those legs involved. So kick your feet forward. Still remembering to sit up nice and tall. And bring your hands up. Spread those fingers out nice and wide. I call them your stop sign hands. Nice and wide. Keep those toes flexed back at you. And we're going to bring the toes and point them forward. And at the same time, fingers come down. Good. Bring them back up. And back down for 2. And back up. And down for 3. 4. Good. 5. 6. Good. 7. And 1 more makes 8. Good. Now we're going to take those hands to our hips. We want to make sure those shoulders are still down and away from our ears. We can step our feet out a little wider if we need to here. And as we turn our toes out, we'll bring those elbows together behind us. And then turn those toes in, bring those elbows forward. And back out. And in. That's 2. Let's try to do 8 here. and in for 3. Good. Keep moving. And 4. Go at your own pace. 5. Very nice. And 6. We got 2 more here. 7. And last one for 8. Good. We'll bring those hands back up, and we'll start ankle circles and wrist circles. Maybe try to do them both at the same time. Or maybe you do one, do your ankles, and then do your wrists. Whatever works best for you. And then we'll switch our direction. Make sure we get both directions here. Good. And then we'll rest here. We're going to bring those feet back underneath us. We're going to start with some leg raises here. So we want to start with kind of a nice high knee. We want to point our toes up towards the ceiling and then point our toes out in front as we lift that leg. And then bring it back down. So we'll flex those toes up towards the ceiling and point them forward. Good. Right side for 3. And forward. Left side. Opposite here. And point forward. Good. Flex those toes and point them forward. Very nice. Good. If it's hard to sit up tall while you're moving through this motion, maybe keep your hands on the side of your chair or keep them on your thigh. Let's do 4 more here. Good. And 2, 3, and 4. Very nice. We're going to sit up nice and tall and do a couple butterfly stretches. Kind of roll those shoulders up and back. And then as you breathe out, we're going to open up those legs and hinge forward. Good. Breathe it in. Come all the way back up. And breathe it out. You can kind of just let your hands slide in the inside of your thighs here. Good. We'll come all the way forward. And one more set. Good. All right. We're going to try an exercise called spinal balance. So we're going to start with that left foot. We're going to kick it forward, reach forward with our right hand, and then switch. So you're reaching that opposite hand to opposite foot. But you're going to try to sit up nice and tall here, letting your core be engaged. And maybe you even flex your toes as you tap those heels. And if you feel even more comfortable with this exercise, maybe kicking up that leg completely, no heel taps involved. Good. Reaching back as much as you're reaching forward. Let's keep going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Let's take a deep breath in and let it go. Good. We're going to bring that left leg forward. Keep it nice bend in your right leg here. We're going to bring those hands up like we're a cactus. So we want to keep our elbows kind of at shoulder height. And as we're sitting up nice and tall, we want to feel a good little shoulder blade squeeze. Let's take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring those palms together and reach forward. Good. Breathe it in, squeeze those shoulder blades, and reach forward. This is 2. We'll try 8 today. Squeeze those shoulder blades and forward for 3. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades, lift that chest. Forward for 4. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Forward for 5. Good. 3 more here. 6. Very nice. And 7. We got 1 more here. And 8. Good. Bring it up. Finish it out nice and strong. Let those hands rest. Roll those shoulders while you're switching those feet out. Good. We'll bring those hands back up. Shoulder blades squeeze. Elbows are lifted. Human cactus here. Deep breath in. And forward for 1. Very nice. Just do as many as you're comfortable with here. For 2. Forward for 3. Good. 4. All right. Over halfway for 5. And 6. 7. And our last one makes a good 8. Nice job. Let those hands rest. Some shoulder rolls. Maybe get a little crazy. Do them opposite if you want. Make sure you get both directions. Very nice. So we did a spinal balance earlier. Now we're going to work on just our heel taps. So I want you just to kind of sit up nice and tall. Flex those toes as you're tapping those heels forward. And then we're going to reach that same arm forward with our same foot. Good. Just kind of picking a pace that's comfortable for you. Moving with your breath here. Keeping that breath at a good rhythm. If you feel like you're short of breath, give yourself a break. Good. Keep that nice and tall posture. And then we're going to go a little wider in our march. So we're going to bring those feet out to a diagonal here. Still flexing those toes, bringing those heels out to a diagonal. Very nice. Spreading those fingers out as you reach forward. Good. So many things you can do to be active. All right, let's get a little wider with our heel tap. So bring that foot out as far to the side as what's good for you. Everyone's a little different here. Good. All right. And then we'll move it back to that diagonal. So heel tapping kind of just right out, making a diagonal. Kind of like if you're drawing a V with your heels here. Good. And then we'll go right back out in front. So now we're going to start by switching from going right out in front to diagonal to the side every 4. So here we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the side. 2, 3, 4, back to diagonal. 2, 3, 4, out in front. 2, 3, 4, diagonal. 1, 2, 3, good work. And 4 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, out in front. 2, 3, 4, diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, to the side. 2, 3, 4, diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, finish out strong. 1, out in front. 2, 3, and 4. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Good. So we still want to be seated up nice and tall in the front part of our chair. And as we continue our cardio here, we're going to step into some chair jacks. So chair jack is when we bring those feet out, hands come up. So you can keep those elbows bent. You can clap overhead. You can do whatever's comfortable for you. So here we go. Let's do a set of 15 today. So we'll go 1 and 2. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more, you're doing great. 11, 12, 13, 14. Last one. Good job. Take that deep breath in and let it go. Try to still keep that nice big posture. So to get those hips worked out just a little bit, we're going to do some hip walkouts. So we're going to bring that left foot, lift it straight up, and then lift it out to the side. Go as far out to the side as what you're comfortable with. And maybe as you move through each leg, you'll notice you get a little wider each time as that hip starts to kind of warm up and open up for you. Good, very nice. Just kind of bringing that hip out to the side, still facing forward. Good. All right, let's do 8 more here. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Continuing to stretch those hips out, we're going to extend that left leg out to the side. Got my foot completely flat on the floor here, a slight bend through my knee. And my right leg has a nice bend in the knee here, right under my ankles, right underneath my knee. I'm going to take my left hand, slide it down that extended leg. I'm going to bring my right hand out to the side and just take a nice and easy bend over to that left side. This is working my hip and my side body here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll come all the way back up. Good, let's catch that other side. So we'll extend that right leg out to the side. Keep those toes pointed forward. Keep that knee bent as much as it needs to be here for you. And we'll slide that right hand down, lift our left palm up to the ceiling, and come on over to that right side. Good. Maybe looking up to the ceiling if you can. Feeling that side body stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And coming all the way back up. Good. Let's take a deep breath in and let it go. Good. So for our next exercise, you can do this weighted, or you can do it without weights. I have a 3-pound weight with me today. We also, if you're working out at home, you can use canned goods. I got some chickpeas here, or even a water bottle. And if you drink some water during your workout, you'll get your weight a little lighter. So I'm going to show you without the weight, a couple reps, and then a couple reps with the weight. So we're going to bring our hands forward, okay? Letting our wrists, elbows, and shoulders be in one line. Feet are extended forward. Slight bend in the knees so we're not locking those legs out. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to hinge forward and then hinge back. So we want to stop at that point right where we want to round forward. We want to keep that chest lifted and then hinge forward. Good, that's 2. And back. Forward for 3. And back. 4. And back. Good. We'll pause here, and I'll show you how you would do that with a weight. So you can take your weight, you bring it forward and back. Good. And forward and back. This also works with a water bottle, a gallon of milk, anything you have at home that would add a little weight to your workout. Let's do 3 more here. And back. 2 more. And back. Good. And last one. We'll finish it out nice and strong, guys. Good job. All right. Bring those feet back underneath you. We'll set our weights back down. All right. And we're going to move to standing. So as you move to standing, we'll come behind your chair here. And our first workout with standing is going to be our heel-toe exercise. So holding onto your chair, standing about hip width apart, soft knees, but standing strong through your feet here. We're going to roll up onto those toes, and then we'll roll back to our heels. Good. Roll up to those toes, and then back to your heels. Rolling up to your toes, and back to your heels. One more here. Toes and heels. Good. This time we're going to lift that right arm up. Swing it back as we come back to our heels, and switch to your left arm. Lift it up. And swing it back as you come to your heels. Right arm for 3. And back. Left arm for 4. And back. Good. Halfway. Right arm for 5. And back. Left arm for 6. And back. 2 more here. 7. And back. And 8. And back. Good. We'll sit up nice and tall. Stand up nice and tall, I guess. And we'll start the nice little march here. So we want to kind of lift those knees up as much as we can. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Hands can be at your sides or on your chair, whatever's safe for you. Just picking that marching pace that's a comfortable one, yet maybe a little challenging for you as well. So here we go. We're going to get that nice marching going, and we're going to go a little wider. So you can go a little wider with that march. Keep those knees lifted as you're marching. And maybe you go even wider. No splits today, okay? And then maybe even a little wider. Good. And we'll start to bring it back in. Bring it back into hip width where you started. And see if you can lift those knees a little higher this time. Those knees up a little higher. And we'll start to go wider. Keeping those knees a little higher, going wider. Higher and wider. Keep going. Maybe even a little wider. Those knees lifted. Gets a little harder the wider you go to lift those knees. There we go. And we'll bring it back in. Good. And rest. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. All right. So we're going to bring your left hand to your chair. Okay? And as we step back with our right foot, we're going to lift our right hand. So we're kind of doing just a little bit of a lunge here. kind of a reverse lunge. So we'll start out by doing 4 reps each side. So here we go, right side for 1, and back down, for 2, and together, 3, and 4. Now switch to your left. 1, and 2, good, 3, and 4. Now let's try to do alternating between the right and left. So here we go, right side for 1, back together, left side, 2, right side, 3, left side, 4, right side, 5, and 6, good, we got 10, 7, 8, just do what you can do, 9, last one is 10, good, all right, take a deep breath in, and let it go. Okay, so we're going to do some squats together. If you've had me in class before, you know I love my squats, and you know that they're a full body exercise, so be patient with yourself. I'm going to offer 2 sets of 8 today, but just do what you can. So we're going to stand a little wider than hip width, maybe shoulder height here. Let our toes kind of point out to a diagonal. We want that chair nice and close. If we want to hold on to that chair the whole time, we totally can. But if we want to keep our hands out in front of us, we can do that as well. So I'll show you both ways. So your squat, you'll bring your hands up and then bring them down. Good. So for 2 and 3. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. So in between our sets, we're going to heel tap here. Heel tap. So we kind of want to open up those hip flexors, kind of turning our toes out to the side as we heel tap. This little break in between sets of squats gives us time to catch our breath, coming back to that normal rhythm. Does anybody get a little short of breath? Your heart's working a little harder when you're doing those squats. All right, and we will rest. So bring those feet about shoulder width apart, and we'll get set up for that second set of squats. So here we go, hands up, deep breath in, and we'll squat down for 1. Bring it back up, and 2. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. All right, and 8. Good job. So this time to kind of work those hips, we're going to cross and toe tap. So you're going to cross and toe tap. You can hold onto your chair, maybe challenge, maybe kind of tap that chair, whatever you're feeling today. Good. Do a few more sets here. Good. How about 2 more each leg? All right, 1 more, and rest. Good. Continue to work out those hips a little bit. We're going to do some leg swings. So you'll move yourself over towards the right side of your chair, standing strong through your left leg, but a soft knee here. We're going to cross that right leg over to the left and swing it out to the right. If that's something that hurts the hip or puts added pressure onto it, we can swing and toe tap, okay? So you kind of pick the version that you want to do. So let's do 10 of these. So here we go. 1 and 2. Good. 3, still standing tall. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more here. 9 and 10. Good. Let's sidestep over to the left side. Sidestep over to the left side. Good. So we'll hold on to that chair here, standing strong in our right leg, and we'll do our leg swings on our left side. So crossing over and out for 1 and 2 and 3. And remember, you can do toe taps here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one is 10. Good. All right. Side step back to the middle of your chair. Here we go. We're going to stand up nice and tall. We're going to bring that right arm straight up to the ceiling and take a nice bend on over to that left side. Just a nice little tilt here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll bring it all the way back up and down, and let's bring that left arm straight up and on over to that right side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring both hands down to your chair. over your right shoulder for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back to center. Look over your left shoulder for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to center. Good, let's have a seat. You've worked hard enough, let's have a seat, and let's do some weights. So again, I've mentioned some different versions of things you can use for weights at home. I have a set of dumbbells with me today. You can also use canned foods. You can use a bottle of water, too. So if you take a drink out of one bottle of water, you want to take a drink out of the other one so you have even weight there. All right, so let's go ahead and do some weights here. So while we're doing our weights, we want to make sure we're sitting in the back of our chair where our back's supported, our feet are underneath us, and we're going to start with an exercise I call 30s. So we'll bring our hands down to our sides, and we'll go for 1. We'll stop right here at parallel, and then bring it back down. And 2 at parallel, back down. 3, good. And 4, very nice. 5, 6, good. Keep a nice posture here. 7, 8, good. 9, and we'll pause here at 10. And from parallel, we'll touch our shoulders for 11. Back to parallel. 12, parallel. 13, 14, good. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now we'll go all the way down and all the way up for 21. Very nice. And 22. Very good. 23. Try not to swing. Try to lift for 24. 25. 26. 27, 28, 29, and 30. All right, you did it. So now we have to celebrate. So we'll keep our hands at our shoulders here. We're going to do one arm at a time. So we'll start with that right arm. We'll go straight up for 1, back down, and left arm straight up for 2. Good. If this hurts your shoulders at all, you can go out in front. So that modification would be going straight out in front. So we'll keep going. I think we're at 6, so we'll call that 7, and 8, 9, 10, good. 11, I'm going to offer you 16, 12, but do what you can today. 13, 14, 15, last one is 16. All right, we'll drop those weights down to our sides. Roll those shoulders up and back. Good. Got our weights down at our sides, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to do some lateral lifts. So we'll go straight up, trying to go up to shoulder height. But if it doesn't go up that high, that's completely fine as well. So for 2, very nice. And 3, remember you can do any of these exercises weightless as well. 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 3 more here. 8, 9, and 10. Good. Roll those shoulders up and back if you need to. Keep those weights at your sides. And we're going to hip walk forward. So we really got to lift up those feet, lift up those hips, hip walk forward. Make sure you stop at the front of your chair. No going to the floor here. So we're going to hinge forward. So I still have my shoulders in line with my hips. My back is still straight. I'm just hinging over those hips, kind of leaning over those hips a little bit. I'm going to keep my elbows in nice and tight as I do what's called a bent over row. So we're going to keep our elbows in, shoulders are back. You should feel a shoulder blade squeeze, and we'll lower it back down. So here we go. 1. You got 10 of these, just do what you can. 2. Very nice. 3. Very good. 4. 5. Very nice. 6. 7. 8. 9. Got one more here. And 10. Very nice. So this time we're going to do tri-flies. So we'll start at the arms at our sides again here. Still hinging forward. We're going to tap those shoulders or come close to them. and then extend that weight back behind us. Good. So here we go. 1 and 2. Very good for 3 and 4. 5. Good. 6, 7, 8. 2 more. You're almost there. 9. And last one is 10. Good. Try to keep your weights at your shoulders if you can. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to hip walk ourselves back. So hip walk, back. All right. So go ahead and lower your weights to your lap. And if you want to, we're going to start with that right leg. We're going to do some leg lifts. You can bring 2 weights to that right leg. You can bring no weights to that right leg. Or maybe just 1. Or your favorite canned food item. Okay? So we're going to lift that right leg for 1. And as we come down, we're going to toe tap. For 2 and toe tap. 3, toe tap. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more here, 8, 9, last one is 10. Okay, let's switch it over to that left leg. 1 weight, 2 weights, or no weights. Try to do the same weight on each leg, unless you know you need to modify one leg over the other. Here we go. Left leg up from 1. Remember that toe tap, 2, 3, good, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one is 10, good. We'll set that foot back down, sit up nice and tall, and we're going to get rid of 1 weight, so we'll get rid of 1 weight, okay? So in your right hand, take that 1 weight, we're going to reach straight up as we can, if we can. We're going to bend at that elbow, reaching towards the back of our neck, and then extend it straight back up. Let's do 6 of these. So that makes 2. Good. 3, 4. Remember, these can be weightless, or you can pick a lower set of reps. Last one for 6. Good. We'll switch out that weight to our left hand. So take that left hand back behind your neck and reach it straight up for 1. Good. And 2. Very nice. 3, 4, 5, and last one makes 6. Good. All right. And since I know you guys are all being angels at home today, we have to draw our halos. So we're going to bring that weight out into the front here, and we're going to make a big circle as we draw that halo going around to the front and to the back of the head as well. That's 2. Good. And 3. We'll switch here at 5. So 4 and 5. Very nice. Let's switch directions for 1, 2, 3, 2 more, 4, and 5. Very good. Lower that weight. Roll those shoulders out, and we'll take that weight back down. Good job with weights, guys. Let's come back to the front part of our chair. Let those ankles be underneath those knees. Roll those shoulders up and back. We're going to look to the left. Kind of try to look over that left shoulder, and then back to center, and look to the right. Trying to look over that right shoulder, back to center, look down. Chin comes down towards your chest. Look up. Good. Back to center. Look left. Very good. Look forward. Look right. Look forward. Down. And up. Good. Back to center. Bring those hands out to your sides. Good. We're going to cross that right hand over and then bend at our left elbow for a nice little shoulder stretch here. Kind of sit up nice and tall. Hold this 5 to 10 seconds. Couple breaths. And then we'll switch. So we'll do a couple arm pumps, couple arm swings, arm pumps. And then we'll switch by bringing that left arm over, catching it with the right. Nice little shoulder stretch here. Holding this as long as you wish to. And then we'll release that with a couple arm swings as well. Good. So we'll take that right hand. You're going to give yourself a pat on the back. You can hold that elbow up with your left hand here, or you can even switch it to going overhead like this. Just doing what's comfortable for you. Same thing here, 5 to 10 second hold here. Good. And we'll release that with a couple arm pumps as well. And then we'll go to that other side. So this time, pat yourself on the back with your left hand. Use your right hand to hold that elbow up, or you can go this route too. Whichever is most feasible and effective for your workout today. All right, 5 to 10 second hold. We'll do a couple arm pumps to release that. Take your left hand, we're going to reach it up and over to that right ear. We're going to let that left ear drop towards our left shoulder. We're not pulling or tugging here. We're just letting our hand kind of help gravity out with this little neck stretch. If you wish, you can extend your right arm out to the side and try some arm circles. Kind of what works best for you here. Good. And then we'll drop that arm back down to the side. We're going to take our left index finger to our left temple, and we're going to bring that head back up and rest. Good. All right, take your right hand over to your left ear, and then lower your right ear over to your right shoulder. If you want to, extend your left arm out and try some arm circles. Good. All right, very nice. Lower that left arm. Take your right index finger to your temple and bring your head back up. Good, we're going to lower that chin to our chest. And as we come up, bring those arms out to the side, looking forward, trying to get a nice little shoulder blade squeeze here, lifting that chest. And then cross your right arm over your left. Give yourself a big hug, twist, whatever feels good here. Open it back up. And take your left hand on top of your right. And this time, pat yourself on the back. You guys did a great job today, and I'm so glad that you joined us. Thank you.